Hello, my name is Mr. Rawa, and I head up the IT and Computer Science department here at Desk. If you're an internal candidate, I hope you've enjoyed your time studying computing at Key Stage 3 and potentially Computer Science or ICT at Key Stage 4. And if you're an external candidate, then welcome to both the college and the department. So from the outset, I just want to mention that computer science itself is not something that's widely available in North America, in Europe, and in the Middle East to study at this level. So this is a fantastic opportunity for students to sort of see what's under the hood, what's behind the scenes with computer science. I mean, the age that we live in, they're using a lot of technology, but to see what's happening behind the scenes, it's a fantastic opportunity through studying computer science. The second thing I wanted to mention is, although we're running the A-level computer science, we are running the international version. And what that allows us to do, it allows us to retain the option for students to complete the AS and finish at the end of year 12, or carry on and do the full A level and finish at the end of year 13. You can see there's four exam papers that students are expected to study. Paper 1 and paper 2, the students study, and the exam is done at the end of year 12, and they can stop here. They can cash in the AS level and get the UCAS points and end there, or they can carry on and do paper 3 and paper 4 and finish at the end of year 13. So Paper 1. Paper 1 is all about the fundamentals. We recognize that not all students will have had the opportunity to study computer science at secondary level. So the fundamentals is all about getting students up to speed. You know, computer science is learning the language of computers, which is binary, zeros and ones. And paper 1 is about understanding how is that possible? How is it that we can watch a video or send a message or Skype our family members, and all of this is happening via zeros and ones, and what is all that about? There's a practical element to paper 1 as well, where students design logic circuits and they look at the architecture behind how computers operate. And cybersecurity, it's a growing field. It's very, very important in the world that we live in, and it's growing. So it's another area that we get students up to speed on if they haven't studied computer science prior. More importantly, the area that students love getting involved in and allows them to see things in a totally different light is computational thinking. Aside from mathematics, your brain doesn't have to think this way in any other topic. All the world around us runs on algorithms. We hear about it all the time. How are these algorithms designed? Who designs them? How do they work? What's the link between algorithms and binary? And students get an opportunity to design their own algorithms. They get an opportunity to learn Python, assembly language, HTML, CSS, SQL, lots of different languages. And they get to really understand what's happening behind the scenes in computer science. And they're able to develop those programming skills, which they really, really enjoy and get involved with. Students can stop there, and that's the end of the AS level. And for students that carry on, they move on to paper 3. Now, in paper 1, they looked at the fundamentals, and in paper 3, they get the opportunity to apply that. I mean, students spend a lot of time learning the theory, but in paper 3, they get an opportunity to see how that theory affects the world that we live in. In particular, the growing technologies, the internet, how is that designed, and the architecture on which it runs, robotics, the Internet of Things, and artificial intelligence, all growing fields. How is the fundamentals of computer science, how is that impacting some of these areas that are growing and likely to grow as we move into the next 5, 10 years. Paper 4 is all about developing students' programming skills. So look, students, they really get involved in the programming side of things. It's very, very challenging. It's difficult. It's very frustrating. But seeing a program that you had in your mind, seeing it, programming it, debugging it, working through the issues, and then compiling it and running it, and that feeling you get when it works, it's unmatched. So students get an opportunity to do some really low-level coding, all the way up to object-oriented, which is very high level. A lot of the stuff we teach is industry standard. It's the way that coders out there work. So we want students to really get a real-life experience of what's happening out there. We recognize in the department that not all, particularly external students, may not have had the opportunity to study computer science at GCSE level in the schools that they've come from. So we accept students that get a grade 5 in GCSE maths, and then paper 1, the fundamentals, brings them up to speed. ultimately, if you enjoy solving problems and you enjoy new technology, and you enjoy puzzles, you'll love and enjoy this qualification, and you'll get on and do really well at this. Um, Students, as they go through studying the course, they do find themselves sort of moving towards the technical side, and if they do that, you can move into software engineering or artificial intelligence, or just a generic engineering field. For the students that like the softer side of computer science, they enjoy the multimedia side and the entrepreneurial side options that become available through having a better understanding of computer science. Computer science is a growing field. There isn't an industry out there that has not or is not being affected by the digital world. So opportunities within computer science are growing, and they will continue to grow. And it's great for students to study something at A level and then see out there in the real world that there are jobs available in which people are having to do this, and seeing the trajectory grow as they move into university and beyond. So look, it's a fantastic qualification. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch the video and consider computer science. And I very much look forward to welcoming students onto the qualification. Thank you.